You were talking about me, right? Hi, everybody. Yeah. You know, I am, just Linda Marcus Smith. That's who I am. Yeah, I identify with my identity card. This is how I identify. Okay, fine. I just got recognized coming out of the subway. Isn't that cool?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. This guy points at me. Kind of looks like you, sir. And he says to me, he said, you are a really old slut. I know you. You're that really old slut. I said, I'm not old.
Yeah.
You get me.
Yeah.
And then he said, no, you're that really old slut who used to be in the military and now you have a brain injury. And I was thinking, what's the problem? That sounds like a compliment. Of course, I have a brain injury. Yeah. I don't know how he knew all that, but I did just get out of a rave, so maybe he met me at a rave. Yeah, you don't believe I went to a rave? See, I know how to do this. I want to let you know, at a rave, I'll tell you what you have to avoid if you're a geriatric. Write this down, young people. Avoid, like the plague, the crowd surfing.
Oh my God.
It's a bitch. Yeah, don't crowd surf when you have brittle bone disease. I don't recommend it. I hope you're going to remember this when you're 75. Anyway, I have to tell you the thing. Let's talk about the slut thing, okay? I don't know if you can relate. Has anybody ever been slutty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right? In my day, we slut shamed, but I don't slut shame anymore. I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because if I did, I'd be a hypocrite. Yeah, I did the whole slut thing in 6 months' time. I mean, I'm an overachiever. I got it done, and I'll tell you why I had to be a slut. Because I was married for 7 years. I know, that usually gets an applause. I was married for 7 years. Yeah. The copper anniversary. I know you didn't know that, but yeah. And in 7 years, I enjoyed sex. I enjoyed sex one time. Count them, one. Yeah, and that's because that day I'd gone to the dentist and I had a root canal. Get it? So everything was vibrating. Everything was vibrating all day long. Everything felt good. That's the day I enjoyed sex with my ex. Sex with my ex. That should be the name of my comedy special I don't have.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everything felt great that day. He doesn't know it. I hope he sees this video sometime. That's why I enjoyed sex that one day. Yeah. So that's why. But I only was a slut for 6 months, and then I stopped. And I'll tell you why. I know you're dying to hear why. Because I found I got saved. Has anybody ever had that saved experience? I didn't get saved by religion. I don't know. I'm way beyond that. I got saved by a drunk driver. Yeah. I got hit by a drunk driver, knocked me silly. I couldn't continue being a slut. How can you be a slut if you can't remember what to do and what position? I mean, it's just, you gotta, at some point. So I quit being a slut. I did, because I got getting hit by a drunk driver. And the moment of impact, when that truck hit my car, I went flying through the air like a flying Melinda. You know, like a circus, like I got shot out of a clown cannon. Went flying through the air, hit a telephone pole. And look, I'm still here today, regardless. But what really slays me is that it took 3 doctors, neuropsych doctors, Ziggy, 3 neuropsych doctors, it took them 2 years to diagnose one brain injury. So who really has the brain injury? I know. It turns out I do. Killing it with that. But I'm far more than an old ex-slut that used to be in the military. That has a brain injury. I went in the military. for you to speak English, to have a class in English. You have me to thank. Who knows what language you would be speaking if I didn't serve our country? Yeah. So here's the thing, military intelligence. When I went in the military, I did not ever get deployed to battle or have to go into harm's way. Unless you count being sent to Germany for 3 years as a half Jew. Yeah. You don't have to laugh at that. I think it's funny. It's okay. Yeah. And you know, when you go in the military, here's what they make you do. They make you fill out a stack of paperwork in triplicate. And then they have you do a very highly technical task, because it's military intelligence, right? They have you turn a knob. Have you ever turned a knob, like a doorknob? They have this thing where you have to turn a knob really slowly, and it turns this knob that way and then that, and you have to figure out way out there in the universe what way that knob's going to turn. And based on the way you just turn the knob and figure that out, they determine what you're going to be in the military. That's military intelligence, all based on a knob. Based on the way that I turned the knob, they knew I would be perfect for cashier in the commissary. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. But I'm far more than an ex-slut, old woman with a brain injury that was in the military. Wait until you hear this. Like she said, I've interviewed 1,204 comedians. Not one date yet. I know. That's okay. Saved by that. And when I was interviewing the famous Tommy Chong from Up in Smoke, you guys know who Tommy Chong is?
Yes.
I got to interview him. When I interviewed him, he told me that he didn't think I had a brain injury. I was like, wow. He said, no, I think you're high. So I have that going for me. He also said something amazing. This is a little takeaway for you guys. He said, I'm in constant pain all over my body, from osteoporosis, brittle bones, whatever. And he said, I said to him, why is it when I'm on stage, like right now, I don't have any pain in my body? And he said, Linda, that's because when you're following your true passion, you're as close to heaven on earth as you're going to ever be. And then it's as close to perfection, so you can't have pain. Isn't that amazing? That's a real thinker. Anyway, so thanks to you guys, tonight I'm on cloud 9. But as I leave, I'm going to leave you with a parting thought. My Instagram. No. When you think of me, Linda Marcus Smith, I want you to think of me like you do a taxi cab. You know, a cab. C-A-B, right? I have a brain injury. C-A-B still? Yeah, let me see if yeah, think of it like a C-A-B. Confident. I'm fearless now with a brain injury. This is, who'd have thought that you could be a comedian with a brain injury, but I was fearful until I got a brain injury. Now I don't have no fear. So here I am. I'm confident, assertive. Oh, look out. I'm assertive, right, Elaine? And I'm bold, right? I'm just like a cab with a checkered past. Thank you. I'm Linda Marcus.